Hello students, I am Aranya Devi, your English teacher. Firstly, I'd like to extend my warmest wishes to you all on the beginning of the new academic year. I am glad to inform you that today onwards we are going to start our English classes. You might have got an idea by going through the cover page of the book Grammar and More. That is, what are we going to learn from today onwards? The title of the first unit is Sentences. The topics covered under this chapter are kinds of sentences, subject, predicate, phrases. Types of sentences. We will start learning from types of sentences. To speak, read and write, we make use of sentences. Means to express our feelings, to convey information, and to draft means to write our thoughts or ideas, we use sentences. So it is very essential to know how to make use of sentences. Sentences. Let us go through this picture. Coin, coin does not convey what the boy is trying to tell the doctor. Doctor was unable to understand what the boy is trying to tell. Then again boy started speaking. He has swallowed a 5 rupee coin. It makes complete sense, means give complete meaning. This group of words is a complete sentence, means meaningful sentence. Then doctor understood what the boy is trying to tell. And then what happened to other boy? Or to that boy? Oh, I see. What a good friend you are to bring him here. Very nice of you. You are a very good friend. You are bothering a lot about your friend. Then how did he respond? Well, actually it was my coin. To be frank, that coin was mine. That's why I am bothering a lot. Then doctor was shocked. What is a sentence? Let us know the definition of sentence. A collection of words that are arranged to put forward a sensible thought is called a sentence. Means a group of words that are placed in a correct order to give meaningful idea is known as a sentence. Example, a big house he lives in. The order of the words in this sentence is incorrect, means not correct. Means it is a jumbled sentence. And in the next example you can see the arrangement of the words in the sentence is correct. He lives in a big house. All sentences begin with a capital letter, but they end with a full stop, question mark, exclamation mark. So it is very common that all the sentences begin with a capital letter, but they end with a full stop, question mark, exclamation mark. How can you decide that? It depends upon the type of sentence. Types of sentences. There are 4 types of sentences. They are assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, exclamatory sentence. Let us learn about each and every kind of sentence in a detailed manner. A declarative sentence makes a statement or gives information. Declarative sentence is also known as assertive sentence. What does it do? It makes a statement. Statement means what, children? Something that someone says or writes officially, an action done. What kind of actions are done? It gives a statement, means facts, or gives information. Information means what? Details or facts. It ends with a full stop. Example, there is a chemical factory nearby. started with a capital letter and ended with a full stop. It is a statement, means it is a fact or it is giving an information. Interrogative sentence or question. A question is a sentence that asks something, means to know the information. It ends with a question mark. You can understand very easily with this picture. Example, have you read the newspaper? You want to know the information whether did he read the newspaper or not. Means to know the information we ask questions or we make questions. It is important to know the purpose of each question word. It is very essential to know the correct usage of question words. Question words are also known as interrogative words. Let us learn about each and every question word in a detailed manner for their correct usage. Interrogative words ask for information and expect an answer other than yes or no. Means what? It gives the answer in a detailed manner, not yes or no. Yes or no questions are different from these interrogative words or WH questions. What asks for information. Example, what shall I keep in these bags? Means what I have to keep in these bags. I want to know about that in a detailed manner. When refers to time. When will we board the flight? When will we get into the flight? At what time? Where refers to place. Where will you stay tonight? Where will you stay this night? I want to know the place. Why asks for reason or purpose, means cause. Why are you asking so many questions? What is the reason for that? Which refers to a set of choices, means if many options are there, to select a option we use the word which. Which one of these suitcases is yours? In these 3 suitcases, which one is yours? Who? Subject of the verb. When we speak about the doer of the action, to know the doer of the action, we use the question word who. Subject means doer of the action, who performs a work or an action. Who is he? Whom? Object of the verb. Already we have learnt subject means doer of the action, who is doing the action. In the same way, object means a receiver of the action, who is accepting or taking it. Whom is she talking to? With whom she is talking. Whose? Talk about ownership. Ownership means nothing but possession. Whose house is this? One more example to understand very easily. In the classroom, we often use this kind of questions. Whose pen is this? Whose book is this? Whose pencil is this? Means to know who is the owner of those belongings. How? Manner and method, means in which way. How will you go there? In which way you will go there? How? Countable quantity, refers to number. How many children were there? Means I want to know the number of children, or to know the number of children. An imperative sentence gives a command, makes a request or a wish. It mostly ends with a full stop and sometimes an exclamation mark. Means for requests, suggestions, orders, we use imperative sentences. The subject in an imperative sentence is always in the second person. Just now we have learned the meaning of the word subject. Subject means doer of the action. Is always in the second person. Second person means you. It is implied and often not spoken. Implied means it is used indirectly, means it is not used directly. And often not spoken means we will not speak about the person. Example, do not go there. Here if you observe, you is given in the brackets. It is implied. It is not used directly. We have to understand. Imperative sentence. Example, ask the children to get ready for a test. It is a command. An exclamatory sentence expresses happiness, anger, fear, disgust and shock. Means it is used to express strong emotions or excitement. Excitement means a feeling of great enthusiasm or eagerness. It is also used to express our sadness also. How does it end? It ends with an exclamation mark. Example, what an impossible task that is. What a good player Kohli is. That was such an exciting final. Okay children, until now we have learnt about the definition of sentence and the kinds of sentences. Now let us go through these exercises. In your grammar and more, page number 6, exercise A, tick the group of words that are sentences. Here they have given 10 sentences. For example, see first one, this is an interesting exercise. This is a sentence. You have to keep tick mark here. And see the third one, during the holidays. It does not give complete meaning or complete sense. It is an incomplete sentence. So you have to keep a cross out there, means into mark. Like this you have to do exercise A in your grammar and more. B. Rearrange the words to make correct sentences. Punctuate them correctly. While we are going through the definition of sentence, down we have gone through 2 examples. A big house he lives in, and at that time I have told you arrangement of words is incorrect. Here also they have given such kind of sentences only. Arrangement of the words in the given sentences is incorrect. You have to arrange them or rearrange them in correct order and punctuate them correctly. What is the answer for first one, children? Mark Twain is often called the father of American literature. In the same manner, for rest of the questions in exercise B has to be answered by you. In this exercise, they have given 12 questions. First, you answer for 6 questions. Exercise C. Tick the correct options. Here they have given sentences. You have to recognize under which kind of sentence it comes, and you have to keep a tick mark beside that. First one, you see, Mark Twain is known for his wit and humor. Under which kind it comes? It comes under declarative sentence. Jitin and Nitin are playing 20 questions. Circle the correct word. Here they are playing 20 questions, and what should you do here? You have to circle the correct word, and we have learnt the usage of question words or interrogative words in interrogative sentence. Once try to revise and recapitulate those question words and its uses before you start answering this exercise. And I am very sure you enjoy a lot at the time of answering these exercises. Answers has to be done in this grammar and more only. Grammar and more work should be done in this book only. You have to follow the guidelines very carefully. Please use hand sanitizer to avoid corona.